good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So what do? 3, 2, 1, my juicy little lights. Thank you, little lights, you're delicious and bright. Yes, you are, aren't you, my delicious baby lights? See how bright they are? Because we've got to keep shining that light, shining that light, shining that light. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, the weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK, well, very windy, very cold, so it is not very nice, okay, my delicious little babies, and extremely grey and cloudy. But it may differ in other parts of the old UK, okay? Now then, so what have I heard this morning? What's her name? When did she pass away now? Because I've only just seen the video, my delicious babies. Her name is it Eva Evans? Eva Evans. Apparently she had 330,000 followers on TikTok. My delicious little babies, you know, TikTok, do you say? Well, of course, you know, there's plenty of issues going on to do with TikTok, isn't there, my delicious little babies, over in the old UK, USA, sorry, okay, mind you, I said UK, probably will be. Because whatever happens over the pond in America, my delicious babies will usually run parallel and happen in the UK, it seems. But yes, she was 29, bless her, okay. I think I've only ever seen her a couple of times. I think she appeared in a film as well or something. Anyway, what she ended up with, my delicious babies, it appeared to be heart problems. And then her family got the call, very sadly, that that their loved one was no longer with them. My delicious little babies. Do you see? It's so sad. But this is something that, you know, we're hearing, my delicious little babies, very sadly on a daily basis. Okay. And of course, you know, it seems to have happened from 4 years ago, it seems. Do you see, my delicious little babies? It's just so sad. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I just know to, you know, God bless the beautiful dear little souls, but I just know too many. Okay, and I also know a number who very sadly are no longer with us. Okay, my delicious little babies, it's just very sad. Anyways, let's go on to the first one. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, this one here, okay, this uploader happens to have 2,160 subscribers, my delicious little babies. So 2160, okay. This, if you could please search in, rewind and start again. Search engine of your choice, my delicious babies. If you could please and thank you type in truth space zone space third eye. Okay, my delicious babies. So it's truth zone third eye, spaces in between, and then space bar BitChute, and then you should have reached your destination, my delicious babies. Okay, so the video should read, people are different after this injection. Okay, my delicious babies. It's neurological effects are very broad. I should just repeat that again for you, my delicious babies. People are different after this injection. Its neurological effects are very broad. Okay, my delicious babies. Now, this video is only, I feel, just over, 7 minutes long. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, what they're actually saying on this short video, okay, because he's a doctor, and there's also another man, and he's been on Redacted. That other man has. I cannot remember his name now, bless. But anyway, and of course, you know, Redacted is on YouTube, my delicious little babies. Okay. Now, what he's saying is that say if you have somebody who has been injected, okay, my delicious babies, and maybe their partner, you know, when they say partner, you know, I would say boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband or wife has, you know, very, very sadly. So one would, in other words, one would have had the injection, and sometimes the boyfriends or girlfriends or husbands or wives have not. But what your man there now is saying is that for the ones who have not been injected, okay, but like I'm just going to repeat again, their boyfriend, girlfriend, husband or wife has been injected. Well, what's happening is that the ones who are not injected are feeling poorly. Okay, my delicious baby. So, sorry, excuse me, this is what, sorry, excuse me again. This is what seems to be going on, my delicious babies. Okay, now, I did a video, sorry, excuse me, frog in my throat. I did a video, I'm going back about 1.5 years ago now, I'm sure, where I'd actually mentioned, you know, and I was talking about, you know, something like this, along these lines, do you see, okay? Because what I was saying is that, you know, and I've had conversations with others as well, okay? But what I was saying is that if you're exchanging, you know, without being too personal now, but if ones are exchanging bodily fluids, shall we say, just to keep it polite, well, I would have thought that, you know, it would have, you know, gone into somebody else's body as well. My delicious babies, do you say? That's what I would have thought anyway. But I'd mentioned this 1.5 years ago, and of course, with any of my videos, I'm not here to hurt, offend or upset anybody. It's just that I've talked about this 1.5 years ago, my delicious little babies, do you say? Okay, so that's that, but well worth a little listen on BitChute, okay? Please and thank you, should anybody happen to have an interest. Now, the next one, my delicious little babies, okay, because I've got 4 pieces. Right, okay, so the next one, no, I haven't got 4, I got 3, my delicious babies, my apologies. This one's also on BitChute, okay, so they're all on BitChute today, my delicious little babies, okay. Excuse me. This is, I've advertised these many times before, and of course with anybody, not in that way, okay. Search engine of your choice again, understanding space the space Laz, okay, then space bar BitChute, my delicious babies. Then you should have reached your destination. Now, this uploader happens to have 7,249 subscribers, my delicious babies, to 7,249. The video should read, Rumble refuses New Zealand demand to take down channel reporting on whistleblower Barry Young. Okay, my delicious babies, so I'm stumbling here. So I'm just going to repeat that again, my delicious little babies, okay? Rumble refuses New Zealand demand to take down channel reporting on whistleblower Barry young, okay, Mad Delicious Babies. Now, I listened to this again this morning, Mad Delicious Babies, because I've been up since 4:30, okay? So I listened to it again, okay? And what it is, you see, it's like, how can I explain this? They're targeting, okay? And of course, you know, there's still the issue, like I've just said earlier, there's the issue to do with TikTok as well, okay? Now, you know, TikTok gives out some really, there we are, before I even say it, some excellent information. Well, this appears to be a problem to certain in the USA, it seems, Mad Delicious Little Babies, do you see, okay? Because of course, you know, I'm going to repeat it again, when ones have woken up, you see, they'll never go back to sleep, okay? Not very many of them anyway, okay? But this here, so what he's talking about is that he well, you know, he wants that free speech. He's not saying, because he's talking to another man there, there's two men talking, okay? He's not saying that every single solitary thing he agrees with on Rumble. Do you know what I mean? Meaning that, you know, maybe some different uploaders can have a different, let's just say, viewpoint to do with different subjects or different topics, okay? But at the same time, what he's saying, and he's absolutely correct, there we are, and before, again, you know, I'm going all cold, and yet my room is super duper warm. Well, what he's saying is that everybody is entitled to have there we are, their free speech. Do you see? Okay? So, no, he's not willing to bend on this one, no. Not at all, but it's well worth a listen. It's around 30 minutes long, okay, my delicious little babies. And for those of you delicious little babies who are not aware, but Rumble is an alternative platform, okay, and there are others as well, okay. You know, what do you have? Is it Patreon? You've got, of course, Telegram. You've got Lurkles. What else have you got? I'm just trying to spare a thought now. Anyway, but you've got different platforms, okay? And Rumble happens to be another one of them, okay? It's just where ones can talk, there we are, more freely. Do you see what I mean, Mad Little Babies, okay? Because this is what's happening. This is the struggle. So even the, you know, these platforms, it's like BitChute is the same. Do you see what I mean? It's like it's just where others, you know, can have another view on something. I mean, please do not get me wrong. I mean, on BitChute, I mean, sometimes you can have on BitChute where it is, you know, I'm not being nasty, but you do get some uploaders where they just highly exaggerate everything. Do you see what I mean? What I tend to do is just scroll past. Do you see? Because, you know, at the end of the day, I have zero interest. Do you know what I mean? But of course, you know, for everybody, you know, there's a video that I feel for each and every one of us, you know, whatever it is that we may happen to have an interest in, you know, be it to do with different topics and subjects, shall we say, do you say? My delicious little babies. Anyway, good little video to listen to though. Anyway, so we're going to tick that one off as well, understanding the lies. Now then, the final one that I've got today, my delicious little babies, again, this is on BitChute, and this is the same uploader that I've just mentioned. So you do not need to go back onto the search engine, because all you have to do is just click in the little square box, okay, and just click on there, and then you'll see other videos. Do you see? Please and thank you, should you have an interest. This video should read, okay, so after you've, you know, watched the one, please and thank you. This one should read, okay, with the same uploader, like I said, UK Treasury SEC, okay, SEC, in brackets, Rothschild agent, directly asked, what are CBDCs for, question mark. What problem does it solve, question mark, okay? And that's with the same uploader. That video there is, what is it, 1.23. So it's just basically, it's nearly a minute and a half long, okay, my delicious little babies, okay, yes. Yeah, interesting actually, because for a start off, when your man there then, that SEC, the Rothschild agent, when he was asked the question, what I thought was really fascinating was that he sort of could not lift his head from, you know, his pieces of paper. That doesn't mean no. Do you see, my delicious babies? It's almost like, you know, when somebody cannot look somebody else, there we are, in the eyes. That is exactly what was going on there, okay? Now, what were my thoughts about this particular short video, my delicious little babies? I'll tell you what my thoughts are. Because they're talking here and they're saying that, you know, ones are, in other words, exercising caution to do with these CBDCs. Now, I'll tell you who talks a lot about these CBDCs is our little Neil McCoy Ward on YouTube. My delicious little babies. He's been talking about this for months. There we are, and months and months. Okay, so if you want to find out more, Neil McCoy Ward on YouTube, my delicious little babies, okay? He happens to have, I haven't been on to his channel lately, and I must be honest, my delicious babies, I haven't. But I should imagine now he's probably up to, I don't know, about 420,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay? But he breaks it, there we are, all down. I haven't advertised him for a while, actually, my delicious little babies, do you see? So God bless him. I hope that his little self, his little wife are doing well, okay? But he talks very much about this, okay, just so that you can get a better understanding. But for those of you who are not aware of this, my delicious little babies, okay, so I'm just going to put my pen on and close my book. So, if you're not aware of this, what it is, if they was to bring in, okay, these CBDCs, okay, your man there was, you know, had his head down all the time, okay. I personally do not feel that he gave a good enough explanation for why this should be put onto us all globally in the world, my delicious little babies. I do not feel that that was a good enough answer, really. That's just my thoughts, my delicious little babies, do you say? But God bless the uploader. And like I said, not in that way with any of them. But to me, say for example, if they were to get away with, which me personally, I really just do not feel, because there's too much now pushback with this, do you see? Okay? Now, what this basically means is that they can just dip in your bank, you know, being one of the examples, there we are, as and when they feel like it, do you see what I mean, okay? Because what they're wanting to know is what you're purchasing, you know, what you're spending your ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching on, do you see? Whereas, say, for example, if, you know, because there's plenty of cash in hand jobs, isn't there, my delicious babies, okay? So this is nothing new. You know, some just prefer, there we are, just to pay cash. You know, I mean, one of the most typical examples would be a window cleaner. Do you say? It's like, you know, say for example, I have my grass cut where you pay ka-ching, you pay the cash. Do you say? But what these, okay, trying to bring in is where, you know, well, quite simply, simple things that they want to know every single solitary. Yeah, here's another example. Say, for example, I don't know, say if you know, the class it as speeding, yes? So, say, you know, they want this speeding ticket fine from you, okay? This is just another example, okay? Well, even before you get home, that would have been, the ka-ching would have been removed, there we are, from your bank. Okay, that is really, there we are, as serious as it is, my delicious little babies, okay? And of course, you know, because they want to push it, you know, like good old China, that's what they want to do, you see, okay? But what's being said here in this super duper short video, my delicious little babies, is that was it something about that some of the governments are also, you know, just my wording, you know, words to effect, figure of speech, you know, that they're also being exercising caution. Okay, my delicious little babies. Well, to be honest, to me, that is what our putrid effing governments, while they're still in power, that is, okay? I would have thought that they automatically have done that, because it is not just affecting ourselves, you and I out here, my delicious little babies, or would have been. It would also be affecting the putrid effing governments as well in our UK and around the world. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? So, you know, that's the situation there, my delicious little babies. Now then, there's something else, and I forgot to flipping write it down, didn't I? It's a TikTok video, okay? And what it is, it's this Zoom camera, okay? I forgot what it is now. I'll tell you tomorrow, my delicious little babies, okay? But this is on BitChute as well, okay? And what it is with this camera is, well, basically, they're going to be discontinuing it, because it is the best Zoom camera in the world, and you can see, apparently, with this camera for miles and miles and miles. Okay, my delicious babies. And of course, again, this is to do with, you know, the flat earth and everything. Okay, my delicious babies. I'll write it down, yes, and then I'll tell it you tomorrow, okay? That video there is about 25 minutes long, okay? But you have different, okay? So it's not just one who's speaking. There are different, do you say? But so for those of you who like to see miles and miles and miles, well, if I was you, I would pick up that camera super duper quickly before they remove it from the shelves. Okay, my delicious babies, okay, it's just a good piece of advice, okay? Oh, and finally, yes, you've got search engine of your choice, my delicious little babies. Frontline, so it's two words into one. Frontline .army, and then a space bar, BitChute, and then you should have reached your destination. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so you got Leon there and his mate Dave, okay, and they talk about all different you know, topics and subjects and everything, okay? They've also got what is it? It's like a program, okay? But what the idea is, it's to get you know, our delicious little babies out there, to get them better. Say if they're having a lot of aches and pains and different things now, okay? But they also talk about to do with the WHO, World Health Organization, my delicious little babies, who are not there for our health at all, okay? Well, it appears that the WHO are having a problem, my delicious little babies, okay? And what the problem appears to be is that there has been, there we are, a rather large pushback, and it's all to do with this treaty, to do with next month, the month of May 2024, my delicious little babies, okay? So what Lee and Dave does is they discuss this, okay? Then there's another video with, what's his name is Lee, okay? This is a different Lee. And he's talking to this woman, okay? And this is all to do with like fact checkers and the media, and you know, and they're discussing to do with free speech, okay, my delicious babies. So there is there we are, you know, some super duper videos on their channel, God bless them, and we need to get their subscriber numbers up, okay, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. They also cover, if anybody happens to have an interest, is it Warren Thornton, okay? And then he talks to Lee a lot. The other Lee, the Lee I just mentioned, who was talking to that woman there. And they cover the wars, okay? And what has been going on as well, okay? So, yes, because I have mentioned over the months different channels, okay? And they cover the war as well with the geopolitical. Okay, my delicious little babies. Anyway, so that's the end of my video. Okay, so, well, the sun's trying to crack out now, so I'm going to stick my washing out, peg it up. Okay, so, yeah, that's all the information for today, my delicious little babies, okay? So, yeah, but we must keep shining that light, okay? Because, you know, we need the light in this world, okay? And if we can, we need to, there we are, continue to lift the vibration, okay? And please do not forget, okay? Crunch, crunch. A celery a day keeps the doctor away, just like a smile a day keeps the doctor away. Okay, my delicious little babies? And sending each and every one of you peace, love, harmony, and bright blessings. And may your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be fully protected, okay? And please take care of yourselves, and please try to take care of others, okay? Because, you know, of course, you know, like I say, I still believe personally, there we are, that we have won, okay? But, you know, others, you know, they're just, let's just say, just not willing to give up yet, okay? My delicious little babies, okay? But what's really important, if you can, my delicious little babies, is to, if you can, to follow as much as what you can, okay? Because this is super duper important. And please, I beg you with the Lord of mercy, I really beg you, do not listen to the box in the corner of the room. They're not our friends. I can well assure you of that, my delicious little babies. They have caused, and not only in this 4 years, which has been absolutely putrid, wicked and evil lives, but they've also caused, let's just say, many other problems over the decades. Okay, my delicious little babies, because of course, you know, they're all following a script. Do you see? But they're certainly not telling the truth, okay? But because more now have woken up to this around the world, and all I can say is thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? We are getting, there we are getting somewhere, okay? But of course, as we're finding out, they're not being able to hide things. Do you see? Okay? I would say that, yes, there are ones who I would say, there we are extremely worried about, there we are, exactly how many are now waking up. There we are. Do you see? Okay? Because they're just not believing the bullshit anymore. Okay? And of course, some most, they've come to realise, God bless them. Well, many have, you know, for years, but, you know, there's many now where they have now come to realise that their putrid effing governments are not there to help them. Okay? And I keep saying, you know, in our UK and all over the world, boot them out. Get rid of them. Totally. Their services is not required. We want rid of them permanently for good. And I'll stand by what I say. I do not forgive. I do not forgive anything what they have done. No, I do not. So, and I never will. Okay? And I certainly do not want to be one of those, the same as thousands of others, to be ruled even more from the World Health Organization, my delicious little babies. Do you see where they can just lock us down whenever they feel like it? They can force us. Oh, yes, you see. But if it was all so honest, then why are we not hearing it in a box at the corner of the room? Well, me personally, I do not have a TV, okay? For those of you who know my delicious babies, you know that I do not. But if it was all above board and honest, then why is it not in the box in the corner of the room then? Do you see? Because I'll tell you the reason why. Because they were trying, there we are, to be damn sneaky. But what's happened is there's been a lot, there we are, and I repeat again, a lot of pushback. There we are, and this will continue. You see, but it's all about, with all of us, to keep our eyes open and our ears open. Do you see? Okay? Because, you know, they wanted to get us into such a situation, you know, where you cannot even blink. Do you see? I mean, if you really look at it, why would somebody want to do that to us all globally? It's just wicked and evil and putrid. That's what it is. Okay? But the way I see it is, you know, well, are these happy themselves? You know, when they're not being so very nice all of the time, you know, if they're not feeling happy, in other words, then they want to project even more onto you and I, globally, do you say? Anyway, that's all I have to say. So, yeah, I've got my favourite jumper on today. I love this jumper. I mean, I love the colour red. I've got 2 jumpers that are red that I absolutely adore. Okay, but I love this jumper. I just feel that it's nice and bright. Do you see what I mean? And with me, I like brightness. Do you see what I mean? Yes? I mean, you know, you can wear black occasionally because black will go with anything. But, of course, you know, there's 2 things with black. It's either for protection or a warning, okay? That's what I've always known it as anyway. But yellow is for intelligence and wisdom. Okay, being a couple of the meanings, okay? But I just love the jumper. It's just super duper cozy and warm. Do you see what I mean, my delicious bears? Anyway, so you just take care. So much love to you all. God bless you, okay? But there we are. We will get through this, okay? But they're just finding now to bring us down. They do not appear to be doing a very good job, it seems. Do you say? So they tell you, like they tell myself and yourselves, my delicious babies, okay, globally, oh yes, you know, but we're only doing this to be kind. We hear that word a lot, don't we, kind? And we also hear another word a lot, trust. Well, to be honest, it appears to me that these have been neither kind or trustworthy, my delicious little babies, do you say? Okay? So it's like I said, everything that they say, especially our putrid effing governments, just do the opposite. Simple things, that's what we do. Do you say? Okay? Because it's very clear to myself, as it is to yourselves, my delicious little babies, that they certainly do not lack non-compliance, it appears, do you say? But why should anybody comply to being put in the situations that we've been in and continue to be in at the moment? Do you see? It's not fair. It's not nice at all. There's nothing nice about what any of our effing putrid governments in our UK and around the world do. Nothing nice about it at all. They're only ever out for their own damn selves. And it's very, there we are, plain to see. Anyway, so until my next video, so much love. God bless to you all, okay? Look after yourselves now, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.